Welcome back to the channel. It is League Cup Semi-Final time, Saturday night at Hampden. Where else would you rather be? We are here for the starting 11 prediction. Here we go. Yes, folks, welcome back to the channel. It's starting 11 prediction time for tomorrow's semi-final at Hampden against last week's opponents in the league, Kilmarnock. Obviously, we won the game 2-0 last week. It was difficult. It wasn't a vintage Celtic performance. Kilmarnock restricted us pretty well in the first half, but we did create lots and lots of chances towards the end of that second half and should have won the game more comfortably. I expect the same kind of approach from Kilmarnock tomorrow. But I'm hopeful that if we have a better level of performance on the big pitch at Hampden with the big crowd behind us, we can get a comfortable victory to take us into the League Cup final. This would be Celtic's 6th League Cup final appearance out of the last 7 if we can get the victory tomorrow. That's a remarkable record in this competition. We are the reigning holders of it as well after that 2-1 victory over Hibs in the final last season, and that cup victory was vital for Ange. I think it gave everyone a boost, and as Ange covered in the press conference today, it really built trust and confidence in what Ange was doing and the players across the club, for the fan base as well. That was when we started to believe that we were really onto something under this manager and with this group of players. And since then we've got much, much better. But this is the first trophy of the season that is up for grabs, and it'd be a huge boost for the rest of the season if we can pick this trophy up over the next 4 to 5 weeks. In terms of the team, it looks like there's no real change in terms of the fitness issues. Ralston, Haksabanovic, McCarthy, Welsh are all back training, but the game's going to come too early for them to be involved. I don't expect Iwata to be involved either, although you never know. He might be on the bench and take part in the game at some stage, but I don't expect too many changes to the team that won that league game last week at Celtic Park. So we'll start in goals as we always do with Joe Hart. I think the back four is going to be the same. That's Johnston at right back, Carter Vickers and Starfelt in the middle, and I think Bernabe will get another chance at left back given that Greg Taylor is the only player still out injured. He's going to be missing for a couple of weeks, we know that. I think Bernabe last week struggled in the game. I know he plays a lovely pass for the first goal, but I thought he was really, really wasteful in possession. And when he got in good crossing positions, his final ball was woeful at times. I do think he's got a lot of learning to do. We did lay out £3.5 million to bring him to the club. I do think he's got to get much better if he's going to dislodge Greg Taylor for that left back berth. I think Greg Taylor's the much more rounded player. He looks a wee bit erratic at times positionally, and defensively Bernabe as well. I know it's early in his career. I know he's not played a lot of football, which is hard for him. He's not really had a run of games, but I think there's a lot of learning to come for Bernabe before he can become a first choice left back. In terms of Carter Vickers and Starfelt, last week was the 38th game they've started in the league together. 0 defeats in that time, and I know people still have reservations about Starfelt, but those two as a partnership have been excellent, and that league record tells you everything you need to know about how important they are as a foundation for the team. Midfield, I don't think we'll see any changes there. I think Callum McGregor will captain the side, obviously. Hatate will play, and I think Aaron Moy will get a start again. Matt O'Reilly on the bench last week, I thought he looked brighter when he came on. Maybe 1 or 2 games on the bench is what he needs, just to sort of refresh and come back. I think Moy will get the nod. I think he's been really, really good in the games that he's played since the World Cup. Again, it could be anyone in midfield. It wouldn't surprise me to see O'Reilly start. Maybe 1 game on the bench is enough, in the opinion of Ange Postecoglou. But I just think Aaron Moy will get the nod. In terms of the front three, I think we'll see Jota on the right hand side again, Maeda on the left, and Kyogo through the middle. Kyogo didn't get his goal last week. It was an Ash Taylor own goal. But he was involved in both goals. Good to see Jota back starting and him getting on the score sheet. That will do his confidence the world of good. And obviously that game at Rugby Park earlier in the season, he had an absolutely brilliant performance. So more of that tomorrow would help us secure passage through to the final. There you go. That is the lineup that I think the manager will go with tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to the game. Saturday night games at Hampden are always really, really good. I think Hampden in the last few years, I've really enjoyed going there. Obviously, the club have had so much success at Hampden in the last 4 or 5 years, but the Saturday night games are really good. I like the atmosphere in those, and I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. If you're going, enjoy it. If you're not, enjoy the game wherever you're watching it around the world. Like this video, comment with your own teams for tomorrow below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you outside Hampden for full-time reaction tomorrow. Cheers.